no, please try again. What? Hello? Oh, good. Okay. It said it wasn't doing it. Whoa. This is, you want to tell everyone what this is?
This is the Ashtanga Dispatch magazine, the
Woo!
second series edition, of which I have some teaching in it of 4 asanas from second series. Ta-da!
Asana Kitchen.
Yeah.
Which 4 asanas do you go over?
I go over
real quick. Shalabhasana.
Shalabhasana, Ustrasana, Bakasana, and Pinchamayurasana.
Yes. And the other last thing we just wanted to announce is you can now register for the New Year's Bhakti Bash on David's website. And it's a really, really awesome 3 days. And so we suggest you do that.
Go for that. Join us in Philadelphia for the new year.
Start it with a bang, y'all. Okay. All right. Hey, Debbie. Okay. So you want to read the question? Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to read parts. There's actually, so we're talking, the theme is flexibility.
Oh, wait a minute. Wow. Okay.
What was it? Darn it. Flexibility, yeah, without feeling like you're just being a dabbler, or and also without feeling like you're disrespecting the lineage or something like that. And so I'm approaching the question, this from 2 different perspectives. It's kind of the same theme from 2 different questions. So one person was saying, is it possible to be part-time Ashtanga and yet a full-time student of yoga? And she was saying how so many Ashtanga studios require a sole practice of Ashtanga, but there's so many beautiful asanas, and she feels drawn to Ashtanga, but also she does love the other styles and sequences and things, and she likes to do that a couple of days a week. Okay?
The Ashtanga practice?
No, the other styles.
Ah, okay.
And then so she's saying, is this incorrect in my view? All right, so that's one question, and I'm going to address. But the other one is notice the theme of flexibility, but this is a totally different thing. So this is a woman, she's 61 years old, and she's got a lot of limitations. She's got a restricted lung function due to a paralyzed right diaphragm, and she's got she can't do the vinyasa, and so she's like saying, do you think it's worth it for me to do Ashtanga? Is the Ashtanga method inclusive enough that students with significant physical limitations can sustain a practice that is consistent with Ashtanga principles? And she's saying, I'm willing, but having a lot of doubts right now. So, oh gosh, and she didn't put her name, but I just want to tell her that you can totally do Ashtanga with all those limitations, of course. Okay? It's so important that we remember that and we embrace that, and that, we don't have Patabi Joyce here to lead that, though he would if he was here. But we can know that, of course, you can do it with nearly any limitation. And I mean, that's, you guys that are my students are very familiar with this platform of mine. But I did want to read you from Krishnamacharya, who was Patabi Joyce's teacher. And first, a little funny thing. This is from the Yoga Rahasya, which is a text that Krishnamacharya translated and liked to teach off of. And so this is a little bit of a tongue-in-cheek. He's like, lazy people and atheists, they can say anything. But what have we lost? Let's do our duty. So he's kind of saying, let the lazy people and atheists say what they want. We'll do our duty. And so and he's also kind of saying that lazy people and atheists are the only ones that can't take practice. And the joke part is that lazy people and atheists can take practice, actually, but it's harder. But anyway.
That was a slam dunk.
All right, yes. But anyway, and so he goes on to say, before yoga is taught, the teacher must consider the time, surroundings, age, nature of employment, energy and strength of a person, and the power of his comprehension. There's so many factors you have to take into account for each student. Okay? And why shall we make it so limited that only a few students can benefit? No, we can't do that. That's not Ashtanga. That's not the spirit of Krishnamacharya, not the spirit of Pattabhi Jois, and not the spirit of Sharat and Saraswati either. Okay? So just remember that. Never feel that she has at the top of it that she's feeling unworthy of the practice because of these limitations. And that's just, it's an understandable feeling, but it's also one you just have to put aside and practice and get the benefits from it. And also, but get to a teacher who can help you to negotiate those limits well and figure out exactly, taking into all the account of your particular situation and building a practice for you. And so it's obvious that the Ashtanga practice is going to look totally different for different people because there's so many different types of persons that are going to be attracted to it. Okay? And then going back to the other woman, it's a little bit...
What was the other woman's?
The other woman's was about being part, I like how she puts it, part Ashtanga and part-time Ashtanga and a full student of yoga. Okay? And later she did put, she's mainly drawn to Ashtanga, but she still loves to do other styles or sequences a couple of days per week. Okay, so that, there's, it's the same question of flexibility to me and how wide we're going to be with our lineage. And so I believe that flexibility needs to extend to even people's different kind of what's suitable to them. Like some people, to stick to 6 days a week, the same thing, it's like a relief, right? They love that routine and it's so natural and they don't even think of exploring other things or getting tired of that. And then others, it's kind of like being in prison, like especially over time, like they'll variety. They have something calling for exactly what she's saying. Like, I just like to do some other sequences sometimes. And so I feel that we have to make allowance for that, and that the person that has that yearning, they should be able to exercise that. But you have to be careful because, the less Ashtanga you do, well, then the less you're doing it. So there is you have to be judicious and kind of aware of the choices you're making.
Oh, lost
Here she is!
Are you guys there? Oh, wow!
All
hey,
right.
the queen!
Here. Excellent.
Wow, you must have
But
something...
Peg, you got to call me on my phone. Call me back on my phone.
She's fine.
No, it's echoing. I can't even hear it.
It's me. There, is it gone?
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Wow, what's up?
So what's up here?
Hi.
Wow.
I'm sorry, don't kill me. You're far away. You can't do anything to me now.
That's right.
But you're talking about exactly what I feel like I go through all the time. That fraud syndrome. And it's like rampant.
Yeah, I know. We can't do that to ourselves, you guys. We can't do that. Okay? I mean...
David, during the intensive, somebody asked me, they said to me, what do you do when you can't practice your practice? And I looked at them and I'm like, I don't even know what my practice is right now. Like, I said, the last time I was with you, it was like define it anymore.
One sec. Can you hear Peg?
Can you guys hear? Yeah, they can hear Peg.
All right. Yeah, well, but remember, we know what our practice is. We are trying our best to. We got the system to base things off of, and you may not be able to do that exact recipe every single day for various reasons, but you want to keep it in perspective as best as you can. And so I hear you, though. I know what you're saying. I don't even know what my practice is. I know. You're partly joking, right? You know what
I'm partly joking, but I'm going to tell you that it makes me feel really weird about my own practice. Like I still go through am I not legit anymore? Like, I'm still rediscovering. It's like I'm reforming my practice, going back a lot. And you know this because you kind of sent me there, and but not in poses, but I don't know how to explain it. It's so much easier if I could just say, well, I practice second series, or I practice up to this posture, and I don't know if it's just real linear and matter of fact and concrete, but it doesn't seem to be for me anymore.
Yeah. Yep. Peg, you got to call me on my. You got to call me on.
Fine, it's working.
It's working?
Yes. It's
okay.
working.
All right. Well, yeah. This is not easy stuff. Okay. It really isn't, because we've got more than one interpretation of Ashtanga happening now. We've got a range, and some people are very clear about interpreting it in the strict manner. Like, you do this sequence in this way 6 days a week, and that's how it is. But there's also a whole group of us that is not, it doesn't work. It can't just, and there's so many various reasons why it doesn't work. And since we're kind of alternative in a way, or seem to be doing something different, then the questions about legitimacy or worthiness are bound to be there. Okay, they're natural. But the only thing we can do is kind of acknowledge that and be true to yourself in it. And I feel like I have a small advantage because I worked with Patabi Joyce, and so when I'm feeling that way or thinking that way, I actually think of him and about him and my interactions with him. And I know that in a superficial way, he might not approve because I was not following the system exactly, but in a deeper way, he would be very supportive. Like, because I hold him in my heart when I practice, and I'm doing the best I can with what I have, and I sincerely am. And so I give that to you. I hope I can give that to you.
And you know what? And truth is, you do give that to me. I get emails like the ones I sent to you all the time from people who feel sometimes like they're not real Ashtangis, or I don't know. There's this welcoming way about you that allows. I've heard you say to people, "I can work with that. I can work with that." Like you bring them in. But I think that
think of it. Sorry, Peg. Wait. Just think of the woman her lung is limited. It's paralyzed. How if she can't breathe and do the vinyasa?
Right.
So but everyone has something. She's not alone. It's like I have this saying. I've had it for a long time. When there's a pregnant woman in my class, she gets off the hook for so many things. It's like, I'm pregnant, right? So, yes. No problem. Don't do that. Don't do that. Well, it's like we're all pregnant all the time. The thing is, it's hard enough. You got to do this for a long, long time. you better widen it out a little bit, and not get down, not criticize and bully yourself for doing that, for making your practice support you and your life. It's so important. But I mean, let's be clear though, that remember that whole dabbling idea. It's your seriousness that is what we're talking about. And that's what Pattabhi Jois valued. You want to be serious about that piece of yoga that you're expressing in your life. That seriousness is what we're looking for, not exactly that it plays out in some specific way. So that's the sincerity that we need and we're looking for. And so if you don't practice and you feel guilty or unworthy, well, there's a little bit of, you need to kick yourself in the butt a little bit and practice, right? But if you're doing the things and practicing, then come on, you just stay with it and know that you're part of that family, part of this family.
All right, that's just so you know, Mary Sue.
I should let you keep going. I should actually let you go.
Okay, bye, Peg.
Bye, Peg. Peg.
Thanks for joining us, Peg.
Peg, where can we order your magazine? Where can we order your magazine?
Oh, AshtangaDispatch.com.
Go get it. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
Bye, Peg.
Amazing. I told everybody in my last Periscope, and then I'll let you go, that David couldn't do the don't postures. He couldn't remember. He could only do the correct ones, and he couldn't do the don't ones. And
No.
I volunteered to do the don'ts because I'm so good at those. But yeah, well.
No, Dave, that was only because the camera was there. I couldn't do the don'ts.
All right, don't talk to everybody. I'm tuning back in. I love these messages. Thank you for answering these questions.
Yeah. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. I just wanted
All
to say lastly, the woman is actually on here that asked the question, and so we just want to thank her for
Which one?
with the older woman, I believe, with the lungs. So.
All right. So I don't know your name, but you got to practice, enjoy, and you're worthy. And then the other woman, if you're on, you can do that, but I like you're limiting it to a couple of days a week. 2 days out of 7 would be about the limit of that, and to keep it like a really true to Ashtanga feeling. All right. Thank you for joining me.
Yes, and Bhakti
Bhakti Bash!
New Year's, come. Bye.
Bye-bye.